Luckily, in the beginning here, my character won't have a lot, so if I have to run to the restroom for gastrointestinal distress, it's like he won't even notice.
It's going around today.
Welcome back to Torchlit.
49.
Let's fucking clap in at least.
Yeah.
All right, hands up, don't shoot. Claps might look a little small today, but I'm sure you'll still recognize
Small
them.
claps. Did you use the other hands?
You'll be all right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Torchlit Tavern. My name is Jameson, Oxford.
Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy
This
Pride,
is
happy
what is
Pride.
it like August now?
Well, no, it's
He's probably
June
dropping
now.
When is
Yeah.
this coming out?
But it's August.
It'll
to
be
them.
like August, yeah.
To us, it's June. To them,
I don't
it's
know what you're
August.
talking about. We only ever record a week in advance. This is
Of
Jameson,
course, it's
Oxford.
August
I will
now.
be
Happy
your
Pride.
dungeon master today. Welcome back to Torchlit Tavern. We are a real play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast focused on narrative-driven storytelling. Today I'm going to be playing... what game will I play today?
You don't do this in advance
Alone.
enough.
Behind
Man,
the...
you fucked up. Alone in the Dark.
I had it. No, I had it. Guys, I wanted to play
that's a
Dixit
video
today.
game.
I'm going to play Dixit alone behind my DM screen.
You're gonna play with your dick alone behind your DM screen?
I don't know why
You
you got to
can't play
repeat what I
Dixit
said.
alone.
Yep, gonna play it alone. That's what I'm doing behind the DM screen today.
I do it all the time.
While I play Dixit alone and try to figure out how to make a one-man game of that work, what are you guys doing? What are you guys gonna do today?
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm gonna be playing a D&D facsimile of some sort. And in that facsimile therein, I'll be playing the character Reyes, who's a rogue and a monk. And that's what I will personally be doing. I really don't know what everybody else is doing.
That's pretty meta.
I wish I did.
Hey gang, it's Ryan. I play number 9, and they are a Warforged artificer, and they've got some little buds that I sometimes voice too. And then other people were playing this game with me too.
Hi, I'm Katie Mischief. I am playing Evalina Chopin, the Clarendon, and I have a negative dex score.
She's keeping things under control.
That's good.
Just wanted
That's
y'all to
good.
know that.
Thanks, Katie. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mitch, the dad on the podcast.
The podcast dad.
The
Podcast
podcast dad. I play Ederu, who is a barbarian
Henry.
playing a druid. And let's go.
Let's go.
Fucking
Hey, everybody.
eat it,
Yeah, thank
Henry.
you once again for tuning into Torchlit Tavern. We love that you're here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on everything because we
Why?
need that sort of engagement. Who didn't mute?
Wow.
fucked
Is this
up?
your
It was
first
Mitch,
fucking day?
Fucking, he's new or something.
Fucking new as shit.
It wasn't me.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Just
Black
fucking
man.
mad
Yeah, feel
dog
free to
this
follow us on
motherfucker
all of
till
our
he's
social
done.
medias. We have a relatively active social media presence. We got a Threads, a Instagram, all that kind of stuff, a TikTok. Beyond that,
There's a Threads?
I just made it.
Okay.
Actually, I want to discuss that with you.
Uh-oh.
The next time that we hear dings and noises coming from Mitch's phone, better be Threads or Instagram or whatever the fuck. That's what's gonna happen.
We have all of that stuff. Please go follow us there. We also have a Ko-Fi and a Patreon. And we've been trying to be active in the community as well. So, if you've been listening, we've shouted out a couple friends. Go check them out, please.
Okay.
Last time on Torchlit Tavern.
Oh man, I got whiplash.
Blackpowder.
Blackpowder.
Blackpowder. I wasn't ready.
Drop you into it.
Blackpowder. Wow, fucking 2 people. I didn't know there was only 2 people on this podcast. Holy shit. Katie, wake up. Black powder, goddammit.
Black power.
Yes!
Say it with your chest.
Coming in with the energy.
What?
Fuck. Nothing, you said
Fuck
it
yeah,
right.
dude, cheers.
Nailed it, man. Nailed it. What big heavy bag?
Oh, yeah, it's just this captive I took a couple episodes back.
Let me out.
We didn't think about him at all.
Hey, D&D, am I right? You forget shit.
Let me out of the bag.
Who's your handler?
No handler for this one. Straight from top.
Did you speak to Grittle directly?
Not directly via.
At that, I ripped the hole in the bag and grab him by the throat.
Did you see him?
Yeah. I think you're going about it.
I'm gonna go over there and look for him.
Look for who?
The other circle. The other brothers and sisters of the Southern Plains that
What is
live
it?
just outside the border of our reach of the Broken Circle.
Hello, cousin.
Hello!
Welcome to the Circle of the Land.
I know the ways of my circle, and I
No, you
begin
don't.
to see how it is broken. I
Well-
wish to learn the ways of your circle, and see how it is not.
What are the ways of your circle, then?
To destroy that which would destroy nature. To preserve that which would be destroyed otherwise. To
Now
bring
you
balance through heavy blade.
Now you see there? That right there. That's not the way. That's not even your circle there, bud. I figured that we'd be way off topic. The tenets of your circle used to be simple. They were 4. It was keep the woods, maintain the cycle, heal the wounds, and bring back balance. From within the circle, nothing can unbalance it to the point where you can't lose it. But you have learned the magics of nature, of our ways. You know the tie to Fae. You know that there is a circle outside of our circle. And while our world has its own balance, there is also a balance that is on top of that or around that is the Feywild. The
Concentric
greater
circles.
cosmos. Yeah, the greater cosmos. And he's like, and part of being a druid is understanding that there's more to the balance than thinking of it in such a small way, but that's also where the imbalances can come from, right? It's something from another world coming here and messing with the way it's already working.
Where is your tree?
Tree? There's a lot of trees.
Cousin, we're surrounded by trees.
Thank you. I
You
thought
don't have, like, the big
it's
one.
being crazy.
The Lord's tree. The heart tree.
Oh, you want to know if we,
He wants to see General Sherman.
what?
Is that the redwood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he's a sequoia.
Cousin, not every druid circle needs a physical tree to represent their grove.
So you don't have one. Or something in the likeness.
He,
This is for Jeff. Is there a big tree that's fucking just a big stump? Is that mirrored by Grimm's big tree? I don't know if you established that or not. That's
There-
why I'm asking. This is for Jeff.
Can I go on record and say that there are some questions that are so much better to ask in character?
Yeah, but I don't think Reyes would think of that.
You should get over that feeling, like in general. If you don't want to ask it, you should set it somebody else to ask. Who would ask? It's a great
Sure,
thought.
now-
It's a
that's
great
why-
thought that you should probably put forth into the world.
Absolutely, which is why I've said it out loud. So now anybody who would conceivably have had that thought can do it. And you know who might have? 9. You know who probably wouldn't have because they don't understand how that shit works at all? Reyes.
The Beirut. So you don't have one then? Or something in the likeness?
Do you mean like a big tree where all your where all your people were? Where we
Yeah,
had the big issue?
Aye, that is our sacred place.
Yeah, your trials.
Aye.
Yes, there is something like it here. It is not as fleshy as theirs, but this grove here. Places like his tree and our grove are, how do I put it for people like you? Do you know the term ley line?
Yes.
I summon ley line of anticipation.
Aye, we do.
Ley lines are like the blood flow of the world. Energy and magic is carried throughout the land through them. And, they tend to gather in certain places. Maybe if you treat the world like a living thing, it's almost like an organ, like where the blood flows and pools and then disperses to new areas.
Ding me, ding me,
Tributary.
ding me, ding me, ding me, ding me, ding me, ding
Dear-
me,
dear
ding me,
God.
ding me, ding me.
What is this dinging?
You
What
are
is
the
going
worst.
on? I was talking.
Absolutely. I don't even fucking have it pulled up.
You should have it pulled
Hang on,
up.
hang on, hang on.
Yeah, I mean, that should be pulled
Where
up.
the
Wanna see
fuck
it.
I'm gonna.
is it?
Hey, note for Ryan. Ryan needs to be on his buttons because we're getting a lot of 9 and very little Ryan during recording.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I don't like Ryan anymore, okay?
We all love
Fuck
Ryan.
yeah, me either.
Hey, listen, I like Ryan. I
Baby,
like Ryan enough
I
for the
gotta
both
talk,
of us.
which means you can't talk.
Thanks,
Okay.
Chef. What if
You gotta
she
give me a
did
minute.
all of Mitch's random facts from now on?
Baby, hang on.
Yes.
Mitch's random fact.
So the way that Jay describes the world tree and the way the ley lines and the way that the world tree and the ley lines interact is very similar to the cardiovascular system. Now, if he does continue to carry that, that would mean that there would be arterial and ventricle ley lines. Now, the difference between an artery and a vein, or funicular, Ryan, what is it?
You're right.
Arterial and okay.
Artery and veins. Yeah.
All right. So the arterial lines So an artery carries blood away, and it is red, and a vein carries blood back to the heart for recirculation, and it is blue. So if Jay continues that analogy, that means that some energy is moving from...
Correct.
That means that some energy would be moving to the Feywild from the mortal plane, and some energy would be moving from the mortal plane to the Feywild. I fucked that up, but you get what I'm saying.
Nah, that's
Scratch that. Reverse it.
Ding. That is not a bad way to sum up kind of what he spiels out there, rather than repeat kind of what you said. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. Mitch's random fact today was a little less random than normal and helped me get across what this druid's kind of telling y'all. He goes on to describe the fact that there's sort of a power system similar to a circulatory system that runs through the world, and he does go on to say that it does connect to the Feywild because, as I've said, magic in the natural world, a lot of the energies that you guys benefit from on the material plane come from there. And druids like to set up their groves on those nodes.
Adair, does that mean, like, your big tree could possibly connect it to, like, Grimm's big tree?
It's possible, I suppose. It should likely be connected to something on the other end, I would be thinking.
It is, he kind of looks over at Adaru, and for the first time gets a bit, like, the guy's been pretty, like, lackadaisical, you know, he's very chill, but he does look at you as like, I'd be careful about, some secrets you share with outsiders. That information could be abused.
Well, though I've never seen his so-called tree, I've been to Grimm's, so that's not... It puts us as maybe slightly less outsiders. Bless you.
Might just have to leave baby in for the most part.
Jeff says, bless you, baby.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
You don't have to. I would cut it out if it's me.
I don't know, man.
It couldn't help it.
Thank you.
Long story short, ley line is a common term. Amidst our people, we tend to call them roots of the world tree.
Grimm did discuss roots of the world tree with us.
Yes. In the Feywild, it is far more literal.
I nod, as though I'm learning something. But really, I'm thinking, I'm so glad I'm still high right now.
Same.
I'm not, and I wish I was.
Aye, they're the roots of the world tree, and where the roots conjoin to bind, we get seeds and such, yes?
Yes.
I nod.
What do you know about the seeds of the world tree?
My fish friend here had a broken one stuck in his hand for a wee while.
I raise my hand and point.
It's like healed over by now, but he's like...
Yes, at the little scar where it was.
And we think this one's mother used them to create its life. And there points to 9.
Yeah,
I nod.
the maker manipulates the seeds in a way? I'm not sure yet.
That is highly irresponsible.
So we've heard.
I nod, knowingly.
Her mom is a bit of a bitch.
Okay.
How? So she must sit on or control a node of her own. The seeds are not infinite power sources.
She is in control of the city of Santos, so this is logical.
Well, not like the whole city, I don't think.
I squint at 9.
At least not anymore, I think.
And then I kind of give like a one of those, like a shrug, sort of like, okay, maybe not anymore. But
If you speak to her again, I would caution her to not do such a thing.
She is now in the Feywild as a guest/prisoner. So I assume she won't be.
Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit to not maybe do that anymore. She didn't seem receptive to that. But we will talk more. Is there a specific reason why that would be bad that you could give me to tell her? Because I need more things to say to be more convincing.
If you took your kidney out and you were using it to just make more people, do you think that would be good for you or your kidney?
I don't think she has one.
I don't. But
That this point may be on false or the wrong person.
I do know what a kidney is, so I understand what you're saying. But
Yes.
It would be strange to use a kidney for that. Kidneys are used for filtration.
Okay.
Yes. Well, that is.
Nine, is that how you make your
Yes.
little ones?
No, that's
Are you sure?
no.
It is using the magic of the world against its will. It already was doing what she is attempting to do, but in a more free way, a chaotic, natural, unbiased way. She is forcing it to do that which it would not do on its own.
So how do I tell her that that's bad? Because she thinks that's good.
He looks at Nine, and he looks at Adaru, and he kind of looks between the two of you, and he says, "Not everyone can be told how to do things right. You can try." And he does, and he ends his stare on Adaru, and just like, there's sort of this unspoken thing where, like, sometimes things grow bad.
Aye.
I would assume that they will tell her, as she is with a group that has more knowledge than we do. But you may also convey this. What it means from you could be hard to quantify.
Dunno you worry, Nine. Not all things made of ill use end ill, I think.
There's always hope.
I will talk to her again.
Remember that you are more than your maker. You may be made by their will, but you are more than it.
Hi, welcome to Unphone. Here's a commercial for one of the many products that you can find through the Unphone right now.
As proud members of the primacy, we must all work hard to keep each other safe and be sure that we are following the laws of the land. Anyone who defies the laws of the primacy becomes the enemy of the primacy, and enemies of the primacy deserve no mercy. It is your duty to report all instances of violation of law. The primacy will reward you with coin for any information leading to arrest. Remember, see something, say something, earn something.
You guys spend the rest of the evening and the night with the Circle of the Land, this druid circle that keeps watch over the lands of Bree and Southern Shar. We don't have time on our show to have every conversation that you guys might have.
I have
with
one more
them.
question. I have one more question that has to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen now. So as I lay myself to sleep, I watch my DM start to weep. And as he does, I say to Nine, so we have some downtime. What are you going to make?
Thank you, Mitchell.
You're welcome. Take it easy.
Well,
Where is... Oh, fuck, I have to find the stats for that again.
And as
so
you guys
long
all
ago.
settle into your night of discussion and a little bit of downtime, sure, yes, a little bit of downtime. My point is that the listener might not need to know what we talked about, but in the future we can always use this scene as fertile ground for story points. Maybe there's a piece of information that you guys gathered here that we don't talk about right now that might be important to you guys in the future. Other scenes like this have happened with Raisk when he was learning his first foray into the monastic arts with his cousin in the Blue Dawn. I want to point out moments that we don't have to live out fully to still benefit from. And maybe we could even flesh out those moments in the future in like little flashbacks. But just want to throw those out there. Throw this out there as a thing going forward.
I would like the transcriptionist to add to the record that Jay did say I can use this at a later date for whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I will certainly try to regret that.
I promise you will.
I know I will. But you see, the gains I feel will be worth it because you guys sometimes feel like I rush you guys forward, but it's also one of those things where I want us to get into some new action, and I don't want you to feel like the time spent in character is all on screen. You know?
So Raisk, maybe not in this moment, but Raisk's new long-term project that he's like, because he's realizing he won't be able to do what he's been doing, is he's going to combine his knowledge of both medicine and alchemy to make more drugs.
You want to try to refine your own locust powder.
See.
I think that is something that is within the wheelhouse of you to learn, but I also think that you do need the correct herb, because it is a natural thing. Adaru was not wrong when he tells you that it is a specific type of thing that he could pluck for you, and I think he did find it in Northern Celestian before. You'd need to find more of that herb.
Can I find that herb?
Yes.
Get a little bit of that flower power.
And you need to find the locust flower that locust powder
Take
is
your
made
mind
out of.
off the pain for an hour.
Yeah, and this is a great time to put this bookmark here, as maybe I asked. Maybe I had the presence of mind.
Sure.
Maybe I didn't. We'll decide.
Sure.
Later.
Okay. So 9 has been working on, for some time, I've mentioned it in-game a couple times, that I'm working on a friendship bracelet for Evalina.
Okay.
And I will send a photo of that friendship bracelet to the chat, because I drew it.
Nice.
No, I druid. You artificer.
Jank.
I love that you drew it. Yeah.
You saw it. And so, it looks like that, essentially.
I love
and
it.
I know you do.
Are those just anal beads?
Yes. And so, the white one
She's
in the
going to
middle
love
there
that
is,
knife.
it's essentially just a pearl of power.
Whoa, what's a pearl of power do?
Okay.
That does this.
That is what level complexity of magic item?
I can't remember, Jay. We talked about it a long time ago. Let me look.
It's your job to get me that information, my friend.
Is this made with jank?
Of course it is. He never has the time, money, and materials to do all three.
Yeah, it's almost like that's been done to me on purpose.
A little bit. It's more fun that way.
It is more fun that way.
While this pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain 1 expended spell slot.
Yeah. That.
Okay, what magical rarity is that?
Wondrous. Uncommon.
Uncommon,
Wondrous.
thank you.
Wondrous.
9, I'm gonna need you for cost, if you didn't already roll this, to roll me a 1d6.
2.
Alright, it is a 200 gold piece cost item, which means it will go for, you make it for half, as always,
Okay.
which is a great roll for you. And
Only
because
100.
I think you've had the time, you've had a few days to make this.
Yeah, I've been working on it since we got into the city, pretty much.
Yeah, so we'll skip the time, and we'll just say that you didn't have any magical material unless you want to make a case that you have picked up some material that a pearl of power could be made out of that is special.
We have mentioned that since we are just randomly collecting cores for me, that we are going to start doing shit with that. Unless you've got something more to do with that.
Do you want to use up a core on a 200 gold piece magic item?
He found a pearl in the sewer. It's a sewer.
Do you have a story point?
It's perfect for Evalina.
It's a sewer pearl. You didn't
That
join
sounds
us in the
bad.
sewer
I
when we
do
ran
have
out.
river pearls. Hold on. I'm certain I have river pearls. I don't know.
You have river pearls?
This is from the first adventure.
Yeah. I'm just going to look at my inventory. I don't know if I fucking wrote them down, because that would have been silly of me not to, but...
You know what? There it helps. I give 9 a bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb
That's how
plus
you
pearl
help.
equals pearl of power.
Oh, I don't
It's
have it
round
written
and
down.
it's
Maybe I
powerful.
did sell them?
Yeah, I've got the money for that. What else did you want me to roll? On the jank
Yard-
table?
Well, I mean, if he's got pearls and you've got money, then this might be the first item you've ever made that is not rolled on the jank table.
What?
But that is, he will still need to have pearls written down on his sheet. If not, I'm going to assume he converted it to money.
Yeah, I don't have pearls still written down on
Okay,
the sheet.
so
for whatever
then-
reason.
All right. I wanted this to be a creative process. If, like, I know Mitch would never give up his cool stick, but, like, the skull of an inquisitor that's been hanging
Of
from his
Vivaldi?
hip would
That'd
make
be
a
a
great
goth-ass
pearl
bracelet.
of power. You know what I mean?
The most goth bracelet ever made.
Yes. That's just an example, though. My point being is you have collected little doodads and doohickeys, one way or another, that you could make a case for.
You know, I think most things we have immediately turned into money, so
a lot of stuff.
Other than the 3 Warforged cores that I'm.
When I hand out stuff in the future, though, now you guys might keep it in mind. It's like, oh, that would make a great fucking.
Yeah, for sure. Other than the 3 Warforged cores I'm sitting on, that's really it.
All right. It sounds like we're gonna roll.
Oh no, shit! I got him. Cave pearls. Never sold them.
Cave pearls. That's
all right.
what it was. Cave
No jank.
pearls.
Okay. How much are those worth?
I have 4 of them, and they say the cost is 40 GP, so I assume they're 10 apiece.
Okay. We will mark those from your sheet if you're willing to give them to 9, or they won't have to roll on the jank table.
All 4?
I think so. I think that
Yeah, fuck it.
That the magic power in this little image, you've got these lovely like different colored beads. I think that's gonna be part of it.
Okay.
in our little photo here.
Hang on. We only have 4 cave pearls. It doesn't say friends. It says friend.
Friend.
Because 9 ran out of pearls. It was just like, fuck. Should have thought about that before I started etching. Oh well.
I thought the white one would be like she crushed the pearls together, made them one pearl.
The cave pearls are a little bit varied in color, and the pearl of power itself can stand out. But that's where we're at. That's what I think happened.
I'm
I think the
deleting my cave
friends are
pearls.
actually wooden beads that she carved herself.
Yeah, whatever you want the rest of it to be.
Terrible anal beads. Never use wood. Happy Pride.
So, that's add a pearl of power to your inventory.
I
Evalina.
AKA the friendship bracelet.
The friendship bracelet. Yeah, please place a note saying exactly what it is. It's a friendship bracelet. I have a question, just because of the way friendship bracelets typically are. Does that mean that there's a non-magical version of the friendship bracelet that 9 has? That's just...
That is typically how they are used.
As in like, no. It's
just
not like
another
that.
set of beads that are just there? No?
No?
Okay.
No. That's my friend. I made them a bracelet. Therefore, it is a friendship bracelet.
So that morning, Rotoderp and Yerp have gathered you all together, and they're getting ready.
I forgot you named them that.
Rotoderp
I don't know why you laugh at the name. That's their names. It's really rude of you.
It's just a name, dude.
Yeah.
Regular ass name.
Rotoderp and Yerp, the 2 halfling brothers, are leading you guys to a section of the grove, and hey there. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the top of that mountain. That's if anyone knows the
I
name.
thought we were gonna go to Atur. Or did you want me to share that map, or did you look it up yourself?
Oh, I thought you were going to share it like a good friend.
I can share it. I'll share it. Here, hold on.
It is on the website. It is always on the website and easy for anybody to get.
We need to go into the mountains near Craig, or near Atur, not near Craig.
Just south of
Near
Bovine,
Atur.
on the right there, on that mountain range, there is the tallest mountain. Atur is at the base of it.
Yes, that's why we're going to Atur, because we can go visit where Segan's from and then climb the mountain that's right there.
So it's Arturito?
And you'll never take his freedom.
Arturito?
El Torito?
You guys just let me know when you're back in character.
I need to know how to say the name before I sit.
Atur.
Artur?
Lean into your spoiled rich bitch and just say it wrong and own it.
Aparturum.
We agreed to go to the city of Atur, where Segan is from, I believe.
Yeah, we can do that.
Is that good with you, Segan?
Yes, it would be good to go home. I hope to see my stepfather.
Stepfather?
Dad, it's complicated. You know, I told you I have don't worry about it.
It's just an interesting thing to call him.
There's no good words. He started raising me when I was practically a teenager. It's hard to call him Dad.
Could always call him Senpai.
The fuck's a senpai?
It is a small woodland creature, has about 6 legs, but otherwise looks like a vole.
That's canon now.
I can't wait to catch one so I can call him
Yes.
Senpai.
New familiar unlocked.
Senpai.
I thought he was a priest.
Priest. Yes, he is priest.
Wait, don't you call all your priests father?
Exactly.
Except for Daddy Robbie.
Yeah, you call him Daddy.
I don't think I will.
You should.
Actually, in Newman, we do not use the term father as often. We call him priest, usually. Though, he was not always a priest.
I nod.
Oh?
Yes. The Newmanites used to call them hands. But he used to be a fist. It's the military arm.
That's weird.
Sure. Yeah,
Yes,
he kind of
hands
dissolved
are
it.
for healing, fists are for fighting.
Yes.
I understand.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that exactly. Yes, though he is working on sort of dissolving the lines and sort of changing the way that the Church of Newman used to behave.
So we don't know what he refers to himself as currently.
You can call him a priest.
Okay.
I nod.
Or Sabobos, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so we would like to go there.
I nod.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
We get sidetracked very easily.
My cousin, one more thing as we are leaving. Could you be helping me get in contact with my shifter kid?
Oh, what kind of contact would you like?
I need to meet and to speak with him, but I am unsure how to get a hold of him.
Yerp and Roller could probably help you just on the other side. He nods and Yerp just turns to the woods and whistles, and a fucking flying
senpai.
Yes, a senpai runs up. Now, the thing about the senpai that Mitch didn't explain well is how fucking fast they are, because they got 6 legs. So, as you described, it is a 6-legged tiny bull. Is that what you described? Yes, a 6-legged tiny bull creature.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Vole.
Now I am imagining a vole with horns. It is a vole bull.
That's what a senpai is. It's a small bull that's also a vole.
Yes.
And it has 6 legs.
It's got a lot going for it. And it runs out of the nearby brush and jumps up onto the shoulder of Yerp. I can help you with any message you need, but we'll have to do it on the other side of the portal. This one will help you.
Aye, my thanks.
What's his name?
The senpai nods solemnly. Fuck, I have to name this creature.
I nod solemnly back at the senpai.
Jay?
Senshi is senpai, duh.
All right,
It's Senshi.
Senshi Senpai.
Lately, no, we've already made that joke. I've got to come up with a new name for this. This is
Be Chilchuck.
Fuck yeah, name it Chilchuck.
It's Chilchuck. Chilchuck is a great name for this creature.
Yes, it is.
His name is Chilchuck, and he nods solemnly once again. Little creature from his shoulder.
Once again, I nod solemnly back at it.
It just turns to you fully, and you guys are just making like solemn eye contact.
This guy's got my vibe, so we're in there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Reyes, do you know this senpai?
I do know.
Okay.
It nods again solemnly. You guys step through the fucking portal. Jesus. It's safest if I don't drop you off exactly in any cities. People don't like druids in this neck of the woods, so I figure I would drop you a little off into the wilderness, if that's all right.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah,
I
that should be
nod.
fine.
We don't want to run into anyone. I also,
Solemnly.
no offense, we don't want to run into any shifters either. They're not all as welcoming as your friend, Ateru.
He is not welcoming either.
But he can be respectful. Thank you for having us in your grove.
And they were bows to Reyes specifically.
You're very welcome. Come on. And they like wave their hand, and this nest of like scrub oak twists and contorts and changes shape into like this rounded like fairy ring portal. And as you guys look through it, you realize that you are looking at much different landscape. And he nods and he says, "Come on, quick!"
I walk through the portal.
Yeah, we all walked through.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any show of that.
There is the sense of vertigo and the wet, like the change of climate on skin as you realize that wherever you went is much colder than where you were. As you, in a 5-foot step, move 500 miles.
Wait, if I double move, do I move 1,000 miles?
No, but you can walk 500 more.
God damn it.
God damn it. You guys find yourselves north of the Celis River, 500 miles away, at the foot of the Morastian Mountains, just south of Atur. As you step out, and you guys all sort of acclimatize to this change, Yerp turns to you with the senpai and goes to Adero. What message would you like to send them?
I puke.
From the vertigo. It's okay. I'll hold your hair for you.
my understanding of what we're doing is we're coming here to drop off Segan, then we're going up the mountain, then we're coming back down the mountain. So like 3 days turnaround time is what we should expect.
Roll a survival check. This sort of
I'm checking with
navigation.
the party too.
Yeah.
No, like this. That's our plan, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's
the end of the
the
plan.
rough plan right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I need to tell your little friend here? Do I just tell him
Chilchuck,
her name Kayla, and tell her that the biggest, strongest, handsomest shifter needs to meet with her outside a tour in the 2 days after Feymoon, right? That's the correct date?
we're 1 day away from the Feymoon, if that's what you're trying to time it with.
Yes, 2 days after the Feymoon, yes.
After the Feymoon. Okay, so three days from now is where you'd be at.
Right?
If that's what you're going for, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, to meet me here in 3 days.
Okay.
So remember, we
Me
need
too.
to be back here in 3 days.
Yes.
That's the plan.
Okay, so Adaru, who are you talking about?
And then, as Chilchuck runs away, because
No,
I'm
no,
a druid!
hold on! How dare you? Chilchuck gives you a
okay.
solemn nod,
Okay.
and then runs away at an incredible pace.
Adair gives Chilchuck a solemn nod. As Chilchuck disappears into the underbrush, Adair just adds on, because I'm a druid! And,
Adaru,
let's go. Hi.
who are you having Caliph meet?
It is me, Nine.
Oh, that's not who you described, so I was confused.
Yeah, I was wondering too.
Fucking, it's a bonus action. I turn into a bear.
Is there,
I rage.
Are you guys...
Hey, so this is a fun one I haven't done yet. If anybody looks at Rayesk, he gets pink and bubbly looking.
What?
That is the coolest you've ever looked.
It's
Reyes,
not
can you-
even yet noon, Reyes.
Are you?
And
What does this one mean?
and it's as close to a smile as you've ever seen across his
It's a
face.
chuckle.
Wow.
Are you okay?
Chuckle colors.
I nod.
Okay.
Pink
Do you guys,
That was funny.
I wasn't trying to be, but thank you.
I've said much funnier and you didn't change color. I think you just don't like me.
You're right. I haven't really gotten a chance to yet. Still working on the trust, but we are getting there. If that makes you feel better.
I have no strong feelings either way, but thank you.
There are pets blinking.
All right.
Trees and rocks, brothers, you guys make this so fucking awkward. Can we go? Do you need anything from us? And he points at Paula Ukaipa. Krelp, that's his name. And Krelp, I was gonna take them on to the next place.
Polly, it was wonderful to meet you. Good luck in all future endeavors. I will take care of Evalina in your absence.
I extend my hand towards Krelp.
Hi. Yeah, he reaches his hand out too.
I shake his hand and I say,
I wish you well. Live the life that you want to now and never return to the primacy.
Can you do me a favor? Because Krelp is not. He hasn't had your experience yet. He's not fully bought in that this will work. I need you to roll me a persuasion check.
sick. That's absolutely my strong suit. Because, you know, I didn't make a character who had bad charisma.
Yeah.
Why would I, the charismatic young boy that I am, do such a thing? Can I get advantage on that roll?
No.
I can help.
There you go.
I
You can get
I
help.
also intended to help.
Yeah, help. I'll need it, because that first roll, I'm not going to lie to you.
It's a 20.
Just dog
the,
shit.
The DC is 20. What are you at?
Ooh. Hey, that second roll is twice what the last roll was.
What do you guys say if you're aiding? So I thought you guys were going to do like Flash of Genius and shit, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I don't think you get advantage.
Hey, don't
can
bother.
guidance. He's right, you know. You will live a better life. And I am very persuasive, but he wanted to make the roll.
No, he's got to make the roll. I'm saying
I
he
didn't
has
want
to make the roll. He has to.
I never want to roll.
I know you
persuasion.
can nail it, but another Kreskin needs to tell this guy this.
So, even if everything adds up, right? Flash of Genius is a 5 right
5.
now, right?
Yep.
And I rolled a 4 on guidance, even if the max that roll could be is 15.
Okay. He kind of rolls his eyes at you, and he's like, "Yeah, see you around. Thanks for not killing me."
As after they wrap all of their stuff up, there just says, Remember to be free, my friend, and do not return to what is bad for you. And he casts Druidcraft, and it does a flash of green and a purple circle.
You guys are all right, but I'm gonna go now because still think you're gonna get me killed.
Well, if you
Aye?
try to come after me again, that would be a real problem for me. Please don't.
I hope not to.
All right, you take care, okay?
If you stay with the Blue Dawn, you never will. Just know that.
Just seems like you got out and you're still fighting and they're still hunting. See you, have a good one.
I nod.
And, Polly, before you go, one last thing, my friend. It is a tradition that I have begun with people, and I think it is important to you. If you choose to follow the way of the...
Yeah. My voice is changing as I travel and learn.
If you choose to follow the way of the woods as I have shown you, take this, it will help you. And, he gives him one of his hand-carved druid focuses, totems.
What's this?
It is a totem for druid crafting. It is a symbol of the woods and your connection to it.
No, I mean, what is it? It looks like it might be like a chicken?
There shoots a glance at the definitely not Canadians. It is whatever you need to see as the strength of the wild, filling your heart with the strength that you need.
You hear quietly Yerp leaning over to Rotoderp. It's like, that was some good bullshit.
And there punches him in the dick.
Oh!
Fantastic.
It's been a minute.
He learned the art of friendship from Eric the Barbarian. And as he is waddling away, saying, "Nice, thank you for helping me, Evalina. I will see you soon."
Indubitably. I am sure of it.
My love, we will meet again shortly. I'll find a way to get safe and rejoin you. Okay. Okay. Why did you have to hit so hard? And he waddles off with the rest of them through a tree portal, leaving you guys. Not like it's still gonna be a little bit of travel to a tour. They let you know that they'd have to drop you off a safe distance from any civilization, so it'd probably take you the rest of the day, maybe even a rest, depending on how fast you want to move.
I think that now that we're far enough away that I don't think I'm going to immediately be recognized, and I know I'm going to not a primacy recognized territory. Reyes, though probably still hunching because that's just the way he moves, is moving much quicker, especially since I have like a faster walking speed these days. So instead of like pretending he's a feeble old man,
I knew you were going to do
I'm
this.
going at a good clip.
I had a hunch.
Yeah.
Ha!
Jeff's always about the posturing.
Yep.
It's important.
Okay. What do you guys do?
So,
Go to town.
Sagan, you're familiar with this area, right? Can you get us into town?
Yeah. I think I know the way. Air smells familiar. I grew here.
The air smells like... Does the road look familiar?
Damn, 9.
No, it looks like any road. Let me get my bearings. Jeez, put me on the spot like this.
Sorry, I just wasn't expecting that to be the first thing you said.
You don't have a sense of smell. You do not understand these things.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Like, it's hard to explain, You spend a lot of time, and the smell is sometimes the first thing that you feel.
I see. I apologize.
Sagan gets his bearings, looks up at the sun, and starts leading you guys toward the north along the foothills, the mountains on your right side, and you guys start heading north. I'm gonna need a random encounter check.
I got it. I have a new dice. Let's see how this new dice fails us.
Why do we let Mitch roll these?
You don't even know which dice to roll yet, because they're not standardized,
It's fair. A 2.
All right.
That's fair.
Which could be on any dice. There's no dice that couldn't be on.
Yeah.
It is. She's right. Fuck, he's right.
I rolled it on a D20, so that's a little disappointing, but it's a valid number.
All right. In that case, I'm going to need, if we're going to stick with a 2, I am going to need everyone to roll me a perception check.
Shit.
I have a long sword of warning.
That does mean that you can't be surprised.
Okay,
I was just letting you know.
Yeah.
This dice just gave me the second 2 in a row. I'm not happy with it.
19.
That's a 10.
I also got a 10.
No one else beats a 19, or...
My passive perception, 17.
Yeah.
My active perception
Yeah, if anybody has a passive higher than 15 or rolled higher than that, then
I also rolled higher.
Yeah, otherwise Reyes and anybody who rolled around what Reyes rolled, long before they see you, you notice a small platoon of what appears to be primacy soldiers. They seem to be far to the north, and they are marching south. It looks as if they have seen combat recently and are heading away from that, is your guess. They have not noticed you guys yet. You see them down the hill that you guys are kind of walking from. Luckily, this area has lots of growth and such to block sight. Yeah, there are only 6 of them.
Thinking myself finally free of these fucking pests, I begin flashing vibrantly, and then that changes into a pulsating version of the textured, spiny purple triangles, but it's pulsing, which is not what you've normally seen.
Reyes, what's wrong?
There is primacy here.
Yes, there is. Primacy seems to be everywhere. Always.
They haven't seen us, we could just let them get by.
Or we could rid the area of this pest.
Oh, should we?
Do you need this, Reyes?
I look at you.
I do not need it, but I grow tired of the inescapable nature of them.
We have escaped them, my friend. They are there, and we are here. We are in a position of power. We can choose to engage, or we can walk away.
Would Evalina chime in on this?
She's definitely looking like annoyed at this whole thing. Like she was just gonna let him pass, and she's like, this just seems like too much work. And she has like just like this like, dude, shut the fuck up face going on. If anybody like asks, she'll give her opinion, but you know, she doesn't think the fishman gives too much of a shit about her opinion.
I wasn't aware that the primacy had pushed this far north, but I think if we
How many of them? There's how many of them?
6.
6, and they look like shit?
They're beat up dudes who just came from a battle, yeah.
Hold my cool stick. I'll round them out for you if you like.
What?
You will cause more trouble for the town if you get rid of them. They will send more. They will look into a scouting party that went missing. And also, these are just soldiers. Just like you would. Just like we all would. You just want to kill them because of the colors they wear? You know how ridiculous you sound?
Maybe we should talk to people in town and just see what interactions they've had with the primacy here.
I do wish to remove them from my land, but she's right. If you wish to remove them, it's best to go for the head, not the extremities.
I'll meet you at town then. I'll be not more than an hour behind you.
I nod.
And Adaru casts Wild Shape into a cat bear. Sorry, Adaru casts Enlarge, and then Adaru casts Wild Shape.
Okay.
Does that work? Does that work?
Into a big cat bear?
Very, very large cat bear.
And Adaru just goes barreling down the hill at them, like a bear does.
Well, that works.
It's going biblical on their ass.
Just runs them out.
Roll me an intimidate check. This seems pretty straightforward. Adaru? I'll say with advantage, being a giant cat bear.
Say, you gotta give him advantage on that roll.
And so if they run, great. That's honestly the best for everyone. If they don't run, Adaru is going to use the closed claw palm and just yeet the closest dude. Just open hand slap him across the field.
Slap him downhill.
Just relocate him somewhere else.
All right, I'm just gonna get a handful of fucking
Where's
dice here.
Intimidation? I do all right at intimidation.
Yeah, man.
Okay, new dice. This is your opportunity to not become not my dice. So that's gonna be a 17 because of advantage.
That's great, man. I'm glad that we gave you advantage on that. You watch as
I only rolled that dice because I had advantage.
you guys all keep your heads down and you watch Adaru turn into this fearsome thing as he just barrels down the hill at these people. And you watch these primacy soldiers, fucking 4 of them, immediately run. You see that 2 of them hold their ground and start loading their guns, but they realize that their 4 friends fucking bailed and quickly turn to join them because while they're not intimidated, they aren't stupid.
You know, that was fun to watch though.
It was a solid plan.
Theatrically, I have to give it to Adaru.
Adaru? has solved my random encounter puzzle. I think that's a perfectly acceptable solution as they run away from the terrifying cat bear. And you guys realize that nowhere in Celestian is safe from primacy occupancy.
Or an arrow.
Nowhere is safe from a Daru. All right. You guys continue on.
No regrets. I have no regrets about my use of spells and abilities.
No, none. That was fucking phenomenal.
And Daru just comes back up the hill and walks along with you guys in massive cat bear form until it wears out. Waste not, want not.
It's so large.
As we continue on, and in that moment where he scares them off, I practice my breathing. My skin returns to a sort of the docile tones that you know it as, and I return to being under control of myself.
You see Sagan just sort of doesn't interrupt you, watches you, gives you a little nod as you get your breathing under control, and then you guys continue walking toward Atur. By the end of the night, you arrive in what appears to be this idyllic city, in the center of which sits a stone temple with the Numenite iconography. What?
Stone temple pilot. She said pilot.
Yeah, I was like, what? There's this stone temple Newman. As you guys get closer, you realize that something is wrong. As you get closer, you realize that several buildings have been knocked down on the outskirts, and there are the smoldering fires of structures that seem to have been collapsed or burned in some way, and maybe only recently were put out. And Segan, once he notices this, goes, oh no, and he starts to run to get to Atur faster.
9 runs behind him.
Yeah.
You guys get to the town of Atur, and you see that there are people. They are doing what appears to be cleanup. They're trying to, it looks like a few people may have been buried in their homes, and you see people trying to excavate it and dig people out. You can hear weak cries coming from inside. It seems that there was some sort of attack on this town, and Segan immediately just leaps to helping the nearest group. There's a bucket line going from one of the wells. Yes, Jeff?
I was just waiting until...
No, I mean, I described the scene. Yeah. What do you want?
I was just wondering if maybe I smell blood have a more attuned nose to that. Do I smell blood? Fresh blood? People...
Roll a perception check, but you do not have scent, my friend. You keep...
No.
You keep trying.
I said as a creature who might. I said as a creature who might.
Jay, don't tell him no. Point out that he's biologically inaccurate. No risk. You can't taste the blood in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I think
you can't taste
Go
the blood in the water, in the moisture, in the air, Reyes. God.
I cast Fog Cloud to A.
There you go. Now it works.
I mean...
And now no one can see what they're doing, and people die.
No one can see what they're doing, yeah.
It puts out some of the fires.
Hey.
Fantastic. It's still a dirty 20. With a dirty 20, do I like it?
The acrid smell of blood is pungent enough that, you can smell it. A Daru can definitely smell it. Even Evalina can smell that. This is the sort of smell that a fight happened here. Though, despite what the previous random encounter might give you, there is no smell of black powder. So it doesn't seem like this fight was them.
In the wake of smelling this conflict but not smelling black powder, not noticing, in the wake of noticing the conflict but not noticing black powder specifically, I too will rush to help, because what the fuck else can I do, really? I can lift some things, so I can do that.
Yeah, you can help with the bucket line. There's a lot of things. If you guys help, there's many ways.
I use a thundering, loud, commanding voice that I reserve for times of I'm in charge now, bitch.
Tommy, mommy, activate.
Bring me the wounded.
Jay, I was going to say this sounds an awful lot like a skill challenge.
It does, but and I'm going to have Katie roll hers with disadvantage. Actually, Evalina, 9, and Reyes are all going to have to roll with disadvantage, as what appears to be several primacy troops ride into town and start barking orders. But go ahead and tell me what you guys do to aid the effort. You watch as she demands them bring people to her that a lot of people stop what they're doing, and it, like, spines get rigid. Are you still in your Inquisitor's robes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course she is.
Yes.
Of course she is. Which I feel as though
I pull out my testicle too. This is important.
Canticle, please. Yes.
No, it's a testicle.
This was out of nut.
Both things can be true.
I pull out my canticle, and I'm like getting ready for my healing magic.
Okay.
In hindsight, I feel as though Reyes probably would have been like, "Hey, take that shit off." But since I didn't say that, that's fine. I'm just gonna follow Segan. You want to know what I'm doing? Whatever Segan's doing.
Segan is going to try to help lift timbers from a nearby structure. It's possible
don't even look at
it's
the other
quite
people.
possible he knew who lived here. You know, he seems he jumped straight to this one, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm directly behind Segan.
Okay. I'm going to need everybody who's rolling timbers to give me athletics checks. And like I said, no one is going to aid you guys. You guys find yourself not helping anyone. That you have to do it on your own. Like, people just sort of shy away from you guys. You know what I mean? So we're going to make that the reason you get disadvantage on that. I'm going to need a intimidate or persuasion from Evalina as she barks her commands. I'm assuming to start a healing, like triage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Did you say disadvantage?
Adaru, do you do anything? You are at disadvantage, yeah.
Fuck. I rolled a nat 20.
So sorry.
Adaru is going to try to just... He's going to assist Segan, but his priority is, what the fuck is going on? So Adaru is going to be helpful, but kind of like always second or third to the task, because he's trying to see what's going on here, because it's obviously a big fucky has happened.
Then Adaru, give me I want to call it an insight check, actually. While you are kind of persuading people, it's more about like you talking to them and getting a feel for what the fuck happened. And you're not at disadvantage because they don't find you naturally untrustworthy by appearance. So go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Does he still look like a mercenary?
He hasn't worn the mercenary stuff in a bit, I believe.
Yeah, I've been out of that for a while. It's just been like random dude clothes.
Yeah, I believe he has been fairly innocuous. Still a hobgoblin, but like hobgoblins are neutral by nature.
Dirty 20 on my persuasion.
18.
Dirty 20 and 18. What did you two get?
10.
13. You guys do your best to help. It's not going well over at that building. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for Segan as well.
At the timber building?
Yeah, at the timber building that you're helping with Segan.
Flash of Genius. 17.
Okay. Who did you give it to?
18.
18, excuse me.
Okay. 18. Okay.
To myself.
Yeah, you watch as you and Reyes jump in, and everyone shies away from you immediately. You get the feeling that while everyone's very on task, they're afraid of you. And
it's crazy that I'm having a hard time giving a hand.
It is funny. Well, it's just that you have to give a hand to yourself.
You only have two hands, just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We have talked about delicate work with the claws is a little dangerous, and you are trying to get people out of there. That being said, with Flash of Genius, you do find yourself to be way more useful as an ex-lifter bot, as you just lift heavy timbers, and Seekin jumps in and pulls someone out. And then as you guys drag them over to where Evalina has her charismatic presence, her training in leadership carries through the distrust, and people do as she says because she makes it clear that she's here to help. And I'm assuming you're healing people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a medicine check for triage, and anybody that really needs it, I have spare the dying and I have spells.
Yeah, it's
right?
definitely
so
well
I
under
feel like
hand.
my medicine check is about who actually needs healing or they will die.
Yes. It's
and
the triage check. The actual triage, yeah.
I did a 19 for my triage check, for my medicine check, and if you could tell me about how many people need immediate healing.
With a 19, I'm gonna say that not only did you get you've got a good eye on who needs the help, but not only that, but others have jumped to your aid, and you've got like a little makeshift hospital going on under your
Yeah,
care.
because I have prayer of healing that I can do a disgusting amount of times. So.
You find that there aren't that many people in critical condition. Whatever happened here seemed to have been a chaotic attack. It wasn't like people were being stamped out, but there was a tremendous amount of devastation that caused the injury. So people who got buried, if they aren't crushed or penetrated in some way, they're fine.
Happy pride.
Happy pride. And
I can also
I think your
spare
basic
the
magic
dying if somebody's bleeding out.
with your checks, I don't think any extreme magic is necessary yet. You do also have enough help, and you find very quickly that this town is filled with fellow priests, not of your order, but of a Church of Newman. And they quickly gather around your little tent pole of order that you've started, and they rally and start to aid you. And like I said, we're not going to need any magic slots being used, but it's well under control.
Yeah, maybe just spare the dying here or there.
Yeah, some cantrips or whatever, yeah. Right? That's a cantrip. Am I right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And then Adaru.
Aye.
You rolled a 18? 19?
Yes, 18.
Fucking phenomenal. You bounce around and help wherever you feel you're needed, and you also start gossiping, so to speak, sort of getting a feel for what happened, and it doesn't take you long to piece together that this town came under a giant attack. A group of giants, backed by gnolls, moved through town, raided it, stole lots of livestock, and just knocked buildings over seemingly for the fun of it. And in a matter of hours caused a lot of devastation, and then left, heading in the direction of the mountain.
That's a future problem.
The rest of the evening is a bit of a blur as you guys all struggle to help in the wake of a tragedy that you had nothing to do with. Just sort of were here at the right time. And
the building was on fire and I didn't light it.
Yeah, while this town was very cold to you all in the middle of things, over the course of the night, they definitely warm up to you. It becomes clear that you are here to help, and they just forget what you guys might be. Nobody questions you throughout most of the night. And frankly, after everything you guys have been through in the last several days, and your travel, and the work you do tonight, you guys don't even realize at what point you were given cots. And eventually sleep takes all of you. And the next morning you wake
Evalina.
To beautiful sun, in which case any conversations can happen after a narration. You guys are the worst lately.
You said we go to bed. I thought that was safe.
No, you fucking pass out. That's what I said.
What do you mean you thought that was safe? Going to bed means going to bed.
How close is Segan's cot to my cot?
Hold on, I'm gonna cut. I do have to correct Ryan for Mitch. Mitch has never just gone to sleep after going to bed.
Yeah, he doesn't know what that means.
He does not know what that
means. He goes to bed
means.
and he fucks around.
That is my bad.
My characters don't either.
Okay, continue.
Wait, but how close is my cot to Segan's cot?
Are you gonna fuck Segan?
Again? Maybe.
Again?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I've left that very
I guess we're saving that one for a story point.
As the moon raises high in the sky, in the dead of night, as we all end our tasks, Adaru slips quietly into Evalina's cot room and says, Evalina, I need you to take off your clothes.
Happy Pride.
And put these on. You look like the enemy of these people. And Adaru gives her a commoner's cloak and a commoner's tunic.
Absolutely not. This is magic. You want me to switch my magic gear for commoner clothing? I have more clothing. I am not going to wear this.
But your clothing all looks like the enemy.
But I do not act as such.
How did those men at the bottom of the hill on our way in act? How were they acting to us when we chose to run them off? Was that not just by the color of their garments?
I did not choose to run them off.
No, the one who lives here did. You do not look like a friend to these people. You are, as they say, not friend-shaped.
As they do. As they do.
I do not need to be friend-shaped.
Yeah, well-known saying in these parts, obviously.
Yes.
I do not need to be friend-shaped. I do friendly actions, and I move on. I have very small interests in this town, only in what is on the mountain.
So be it. Good evening. That was all Adaru had to add. He was trying to covert the Inquisitor because fucking goddamn.
Groggy Evalina falls back to sleep, and
does she? Because I don't think that's what she wanted.
Once again, you'll have to use a story point. We
I have to use a story point to get laid? This is like real life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like real life.
Segan needs some stress relief after getting home and finding it on fire.
I don't think it's the time.
I can use a story point to get laid?
Yes.
Hey, Jay, I've got a story point. Happy
do I.
Pride, baby.
Happy
He's
Pride,
using a story
baby.
point to fuck the DM.
What?
Just like normal.
Why am I here? What is the... Oh, God, it's Eru! Get away from me! The next morning, it's a beautiful sunlit morning, as if nothing has happened. It's tranquil, peaceful. There's this slight smell of wood smoke. The only real sign before you step out and see some of the buildings that have smoldered and collapsed. It appears that the devastation isn't as extreme as the amount of work you guys had to put into would lead you to believe. Only a handful of buildings on the mountainside of the town have collapsed. And Segan has just sort of already woken up and started to take a leadership role in this town. You find him speaking to a couple of what look like Numenite priestesses, trying to get everything just kind of back on track. He's kind of seeing what he can do.
Did we all over time get the message of what happened? Right? Did over time that information get disseminated to the rest of us?
Absolutely not. But Adara shares it with you in the morning.
Okay.
Segan,
Yeah.
Is there anything more we can do? You need anything?
Hey, Nine. No, it seems that everyone who could be saved by the time we got here was saved. No more lives were lost after our arrival. To which, the town is very pleased. They're happy that we helped. So a couple of people nod, and a few of them are waving at you now after your initial cold. Like, you see some friendly waves from the town coming your guys' way.
I nod.
Have you heard anything from Sabobos? I imagine we didn't run into him last night.
No, it turns out that one of the reasons this happened is that he was away on a mission or errand of some kind. I'm going to be looking into why he's gone and how far away he is. See if I can get hold of him. If he had been here, I don't think it would have gone quite this way.
Do we know anything about the giant that was here?
Yes, we know a little.
Is this a normal occurrence? Giants attacking?
It is not normal for giants and gnolls to be working together. That is a bit odd.
That's true. That is true.
But we are in the territory of the giants, at least.
Yes, giant attacks are not too uncommon around here. In the last couple decades, they've taken the northern part of Silesia and over, and we have seen their raids here and there. But an open attack like this is something new. It is definitely more than they have done in quite some time. Like he said, it's strange that gnolls are working with them. I guess a name that was heard by the giants was Thiazi. Normally it's hill giants in this area, but by all accounts, they were being led by a frost.
That's a problem.
Yes.
Adara leans in close to Risk. Yeah, this is not the range that those come from. They are not from here.
Yeah.
I understand, but I know little about giants. What is the difference between the two?
Have you ever seen a giant?
Not in person,
They stand nearly 10 feet tall.
as implied.
Yes, frost giants are more like 15.
Much bigger.
Much. And hardened by battle. Smarter.
According to a day route, he was heading where we shall be heading today. Is this a concern we should have? I know nothing about this mountain, and I know nothing about giants, but I know we are to find a Goliath, which are of giant ancestry on that mountain.
Yes. We see the Goliaths still try to make their trips here, though they've become very infrequent. I think they moved south or over the mountains entirely. These giants that have taken control here, they drove them from their lands a few decades ago.
I nod.
Should we make haste up the mountain then?
That is why we're here.
I merely say, is there some concern that giant, to be blunt, fucks up our plans?
No, it's a problem. Perhaps we have to deal with it, perhaps not. But either way, it does not change our plan. The only way it could change our plan is if they get in our way. And letting them get further ahead of us is not likely to amend that.
Then let us...
Giants are always a problem. Suffice it to say, a frost giant is a big problem. Pun intended. What does concern me the most is that if gnolls are helping them, are you guys aware that the gnolls are basically shadow agents for primacy control.
I know.
Aye, Kava. So I was told by Bosium Dago.
Yes. Evalina, I'm going to find out how much you know. I'm going to have you roll a very difficult history check. It's going to be a DC 20. We'll call it a 20.
Well, I rolled an 18. This is just an int?
Just a history? Yeah, if you don't have history, then it's int.
I might not have history, because I should. Maybe. We'll see. Hold on. I don't, but I do have a +2 in it.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
You gathered enough from your own father that, like, this isn't surprising, but it is sort of something that, like, until recently you didn't believe the primacy was just the worst, so this felt unlikely, even though you had heard it. It was one of those things, but now it's sort of confirmed, like, oh, the gnolls are often used to destabilize places. The packs of gnolls that we're supposed to... When you move in, you protect people from gnolls. It's one of the things the primacy does, but you didn't... That just means that you walk in and tell them to stop it, now that you're here. So he goes, yes, the gnolls helping them is it's a bad sign. It means that the primacy may be also heading up the mountain, in a manner of speaking.
They're probably looking for exactly what we're looking for.
Quite likely.
Then that does change things. That means we must rush.
Yes, it sounds to me like you're a day behind the giants heading up a mountain. It's not the best situation to be in. They are experts.
I doubt they have our spells.
I hope so.
Will you be joining us, Segan?
Not now. I have to help rebuild. I have to stay with my people here until Sebulbus comes back. And then maybe I can rejoin you, or maybe you'll be back by that time. But I can't leave.
Let's make it quick.
No more than 3 days.
I gather my pack, I throw on my cat bear cloak, and I begin moving and prepping my gun to make sure it's ready.
I don't know how much this helps Segan, and this obviously will not help us at all, but I'm going to leave him 9.1 and 9.2.
Both of
to
them?
assist in, just to assist in doing whatever he needs done.
You just don't...
Do not forget you will encounter range problems.
I don't care.
You do know that these count as your imbuing.
9 would do that, so I'm going to do it.
Okay. All right. You got to give us some... You can't just lose them for who knows how many episodes.
They live.
Yeah.
They do, in fact, live. Segan, I'm gonna leave you 9.1 and 9.2 just to help around, okay? I hope they're not more trouble than help.
I was going to ask, what can they do to help?
Whatever you need, really. I don't know how well they'll do it.
All right. He gets down on his knee, like he squats down like he's talking to two tykes. He's like, hey guys, I guess you're hanging out with Uncle Segan?
Uncle Segan?
Yeah. Could you maybe go see about, see if you can make sure that, go help with lunch for the people who've lost their homes. Is that, oh shit, there they go.
Do you know how to make food?
Little ones, wait. Little ones. I have a task for you to help me with.
What?
I prepared these last night, but I've yet to deliver them. Please distribute these to little ones that may be hurt. And there gives them 40 good berries.
Okay.
That he had prepared the night before.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's a good bushel, I'll tell you that goddamn much.
Nice.
And there saw a long rest coming. He wasn't worried about those spell slots. And there uses mold earth to create a circle of hearths in an open patch of earth.
Taken to this fucking being a druid thing like a fish to water.
Right? All of a sudden. Love it.
And then once the civilians start using the hearths, there casts Plague of Locusts.
Back to his roots. Yeah, like I said, I gathered my stuff and I started moving. I said, we're in a rush. And I fucking meant it. So while you guys are dicking around.
No, I'm schmoving.
Reyes,
Reyes
is doing
contagion.
More than a light jog. I'll tell you that much.
Create plague.
Are you familiar with Gnoll tactics?
In what way?
In the way of how they fight.
Yes. I have fought alongside them before.
Good. That knowledge could be useful. We have much ground to catch up on.
Yes, I'm gonna go buy some boots.
Yes, none of you are dressed for mountain climbing. You have not lived here before? It's very cold. You guys just came straight from southern, Bree? where it's temperate and warm and quite balmy. I recommend you all get a change of clothes. Aderu is already gone.
I look down at my lack of shirt, and then I go,
Yes, I had you lose my shirt.
Is there a shop nearby?
Yes. He directs you to there's a local general store. This is not a big town. It doesn't have a lot, but you've got a fully stocked general store.
I turn around and go,
Most things aren't tailored for me anymore.
I can help with that.
So what do you guys buy to prep for your your journey?
Buy all kinds of shit.
Adaru, who has left ahead of everyone else.
Yep. Adaru knows what's up. Adaru has been to this mountain before. It was not good times.
I buy boots of the Winterlands, and I put them on my feet.
What do those do?
They give me resistance to cold damage. I ignore difficult terrain caused by ice or snow.
Ooh.
And I can tolerate temperatures as low as -50 without any additional protection, but -100 degrees if I'm wearing winter or blanket.
Okay.
Warm, heavy clothing.
Cool. Very tight.
I ask Segan what I should buy for this weather that I'm clearly not prepared for.
You're going all the way to the top of the mountain. I don't know if we even sell anything that'll get you there. But winter clothes, heavier blanket. Your cloak is good, but I would definitely increase the amount of layers you are wearing. That'll start. Magic would help, but I don't know how much we have.
Magic.
We have a little. I know that we sell good boots for the trip, but you'd have to check with the store. At this point, I think it'll be like luck checks to see if they're in stock, to stock out the whole party for whatever you guys want to buy and how much they cost. We've established they have boots of the hinterlands for Evalina. I think that we'll have to roll like a luck check, and the first person to fail it will be the first person where they're out of stock.
So I've procured, unless you instruct me otherwise, a sled to pull all of our shit in, 10 heavy blankets, 3 sets of cold weather clothing, 2 10-foot poles, and a rope of mending.
Jesus. No, you can find definitely all of that. Would you like sled dogs as well, or?
I can cover that if I need to.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's fine there.
Blinky!
Blinky, go! And he just disappears.
Just right out of the harness.
Worst fucking sled dog.
Even funnier is he's still a puppy.
Yes.
So he's just like running and not really getting anywhere.
And then blinks out of the harness entirely.
Exactly.
Yeah, we spend
he doesn't get anywhere even when he's trying.
It does the goofy, silly montage where we're trying to put the full-size dog harness on the blink puppy, and it's like goofy and too big
not
anyway.
happening.
And he's like walking out of it, and we finally get it on him, and then he wags his tail and blinks, and we're just like, fuck.
Hi, do you carry fine weather clothing in quintuple XL?
We used to cater to Goliath personnel, so yeah, I think I've got something in the back for you, actually.
That would be super helpful, thank you.
Yeah, we had Goliaths roll through. You're bigger than some of them, but I think I got. Are you sure that you need?
Yes.
Okay.
I will take 2 pairs if necessary.
Okay. It's a lot of cloth.
I can handle that.
If you've got you guys have those menus open, it's twice the normal cost.
Cold weather clothing is apparently 15 gold. Okay, perfect. Then 30 gold.
I'm gonna run through some assumptions and then run through my version of this roleplay. I assume because he was so far ahead of us.
As you show up, Adaru is just carrying handfuls of shit out of the store and dumping it into his sled in the front of the store.
Adaru the druid's biggest thing that he actually secretly loves about the primacy and its culture and all of civilization is retail therapy. No, retail therapy is Adaru's shit. Every chance he gets, he always cleans out the general store.
He does love to shop.
I have a limited spell list, sir.
Jay?
He does love to shop.
Jay, I just rolled a 18 on luck. Is an Ushanka? That's that fuzzy hat.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Yeah,
just
it's the last one.
9 would look red in that.
It's the last one.
Hell yeah.
Dope as fuck.
You look, now your whole gear, for my headcanon, is you look like a big Russian robot. You've got the like the Russian military coat with the hat.
Yeah.
And everything, like, you know.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm here for.
The boots, you're just
absolutely.
Like it's all good. Gray. You've got the fucking You've got the hammer and sickle
I'm just
insignia.
glowing underneath it. It's very good. It's very good for me. Okay, yeah.
She puts it on and steps out of the dressing room, and as Reyes shows up, they just step out and hello as the
Rasputin.
yeah.
What do you think?
It looks good.
Thank you. I will take this. Here's 20 gold.
It's 30 and then it's another
Here's
5 for the hat.
35 gold.
Okay, yes, that's good.
As I pass, Aderu on my way in, I go,
I see we're ahead of the curve. Apparently, I need to buy winter gear.
I have you covered, my friend. I have been on this mountain before. It is very unpleasant. Here, this is for you. He gives you a set of clothes.
I look at it and I go,
Did you buy it long?
and then I stand up tall again so you can notice that I'm taller than most.
You get your cute little midriff showing right in the middle. No, sorry. It's gonna be winter clothes, so it's gonna be a long coat. He's got his
His ankles are showing.
It's like when the
Yeah,
goth
I'm
girls
fucking
wear
in my
the
high
knee
waters.
highs and the knee-high socks and the fucking short skirt. There's just that little bit of thigh in the middle between his long coat and his boots.
Yeah, now Reyes is in the uncomfortable position where he doesn't really fit into a Goliath coat, but the normal coats are not long enough, so your best bet is knee-high socks and thermals to cover the fact that your feet and ankles, if you stand up, are fucked.
It doesn't matter if I'm standing up straight.
Reyes takes me as someone who would probably sag his pants anyway, so he's probably fine. With the long coat and the
Absolutely
sag
not.
pants, he's
Reyes
fine.
is a ghetto? Is Reyes is like gangster? No, that didn't know they spent
So
time in prison.
gangster.
No, Ryan just means he has no ass.
Reyes probably doesn't have an ass. I'm not gonna lie to you there. But Reyes definitely wears the pants at his waist kind of.
And that's why I've never shown any interest in Reyes. No ass, no play.
Wow. Yeah, you guys. Fucking Evalina is trying on boots, trying to pick out a cute set from the 3 that are available.
Oh,
wherever the
I've
fuck.
picked out the cutest set of boots, and I've matched an outfit. My layers bomb. I'm the parka princess.
Why do you need boots?
Because I have feet?
What makes this a high necessity over winter clothes? When you walked away, you said you just needed boots.
Oh, the clothes are because I want to look good. The boots are because they're magic, and I can walk on the ice and snow with no problem. And also, I won't freeze to death.
I nod.
Live.
I should also purchase. Do you have more?
Roll a luck check.
In size 14.
Roll a luck check.
12.
Yeah, I got a pair. I think it'll fit you. Maybe a quick adjustment, but they'll do you a pinch.
Thank you. I will purchase them.
200 gold.
I reach into my pack and I carefully count out and give out 200 gold.
Okay.
Can you alter these?
And I'm gonna ask the DM a question here. Do I need 2 more sets of sleeves? Is that a necessity? Are those arms going to freeze?
Those
Oh my
arms
God.
don't have. Those arms don't have skin.
They don't. They have exoskeleton.
He's fine.
That's why I'm asking.
He
What
looks
kind of
at you.
Hang on. I got you. What kind of arms are they?
Crab.
What color are they?
I've never really decided.
Would
We're asking if he's an Alaskan king.
Yeah, that's where we're getting. Yeah. Yes.
That's where he was going. I'd say they'd probably match my docile skin tone,
Which
which
is?
would put them at a grayish color.
Just saying. Sounds a lot like an Alaskan king crab. They're long. They're funny looking. They don't belong.
Nah, bro. I got fiddler crab arms. One of them is huge. No. He's a yoke. I don't know. Do I need
he
more
looks
sleeves?
at you and he looks at, if you show him your arms, he's like, I don't know if poking a hole in it's gonna be the best for the winter. And frankly, I mean it'll probably take me half a day to retailor a whole outfit for you. But I can. Do you have the time?
No, I need to leave as soon as possible.
And
so maybe just
I can get
cloak than this.
I can get you a coat
And
with a lot of room for you to kind of
tuck away in, but, you know, if you want to use them, you might have to ditch the cloak at the time. I don't know.
Whatever is the most functional.
He helps you kind of... He cuts a slit in the back of your shirt, your winter clothes, but he leaves your cloak undone. So, like, your arms come out of your shirt and around your body from your cloak. So your cloak is still protecting them a little bit. So they're not cold, or as cold.
The original artwork, I'm making sure we're all on sort of some version of canon here, because I don't care, but I'm just going it off. The original artwork has them sprouting from just the shoulders. Do you want it from the shoulders, or do you think it's more like on the back as per a Galabrazoo?
Your call. It's your character. I think it looks the way you want it to look.
Yeah, I think they sprout from the shoulders. I think it just looks like a... So
Still, I think that's what he goes with, is sort of comes out of your clothes, but not the cloak.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That means that you can, like, throw the cloak up, like, between them.
Like a tent.
Yeah.
Like a derpy little tent.
Does anybody else want to buy them boots or magic item of any kind, or are we done here?
I am complete with my errands.
Yeah, once I got the boots and the cloak and shit, I'm right back to moving. I'm like,
okay, time to go.
Okay.
Tell me how good my outfit is first.
I don't know if you've ever seen Reyes roll his eyes before, but he rolls his eyes. And then he looks at you and he goes,
very nice. Let's go.
Big smile on my face.
So yeah, in a matter of a couple hours, you guys outfit yourself and say your goodbyes to Sagan with the promise that you'll see him again soon. And you head up the mountain pass to the top of Goliath Mountain. Once again.
Sounds like some kind of bullshit.
Alright, so the way this is going to go, you're going to make really good time on your first day. The weather doesn't get too bad, and you guys are just going to be climbing that mountain. I want to get you guys to do a survival check, but there's no penalty for this. It's how much information can you gather about the party that is ahead of you as you guys are going up. Can you track them? Do you want to know where they went up? That sort of a thing. The climbing is not difficult yet.
If we track them, you know, they're good for this, right? Like, this is their whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we follow them, it'll be quicker.
Yes. It is likely that they, unless they're using their height to their advantage in a way that you wouldn't, but even that, like, you got a guy who literally can scale.
Also, so...
Yeah, they're going to pick a fairly easy path. One also big enough for them to maneuver through. Yeah, so if you want to follow them, it's...
Based on weight alone, I think we should follow their path, because 9 probably weighs a fucking ton.
There's also, like, a path up the mountain. This is the way to go up. The easiest, the safest way.
There's probably a well-worn path from, the Goliaths.
Centuries of Goliath and their kin, and, it's sort of their burial ground, yeah, as established in a previous campaign. So who's rolling that check? Is it just Jeff? Jeff, what'd you get?
It's did you hear that chuckle? It's not worth mentioning.
Well, what is it?
It's
always worth
survival,
mentioning.
right?
Survival.
I add +4.
Yeah.
I also add +4, so 23.
That's great. I do want to know what he
so
got.
5.
I need to hear it. Yeah, thank you. Okay. That's another nat 1, huh? I get a story point because you rolled a nat 1. That's why I need to know. If it's a nat 1, I want to know. I get a story point, and I'm going to use that later.
Damn, I should have used my story point, so I could use a story point, which I use as a story.
No, I get one. I'm not using one. I just get one. This is me. That's for me. And it's simple, and it's that Reyes does not know mountains. It's been clear already leading up to this.
He doesn't know mountains.
Yeah, he don't know mountain, and I'm going to just lean real heavy into that whenever it's necessary now. Because you've given that to me. You got a 23,
yeah,
Evalina.
I don't know.
Adara, you also rolled. What'd you get?
Oh, I hadn't rolled yet.
Oh, you don't have to. 23 is
I also
plenty.
don't fuck with snow.
I know how to track.
Do you? All right. So going up the mountain is pretty easy. They are fucking giants, and they've left a swath of knockdown trees. Evalina gets the feeling that this group is moving through the woods, through the wilderness, like a bunch of drunken frat boys. Like, the fact that they attacked this village seemed like they were doing it for shits and giggles. They are just knocking shit over everywhere they go. It seems that they are acting like giants. You find signs of scuffles where giants fist fought each other, like there's blood splatter on the ground. It looks like somebody was knocked into a tree and knocked it over. They're stupid, brutish, and violent, these hill giants.
They're partying.
They're partying all the way up the hill.
They're on a bender.
Until you guys get about 6 hours up the mountain through the day, and you find the body of a hill giant.
And then there's no signs that they're fucking around from that point. It's almost as if one of the giants got tired of them being foolish.
I bought rations for no reason.
Wow. Yeah, you can eat at any time if you're hungry.
Nobody look at what I'm about to do.
Oh, good joke. Gross.
No, I'm not gonna eat the man. I am proficient in medicine. Can I quickly?
I'm proficient in loot a bitch.
Quickly assess that.
Yeah, roll it.
Total of 14. Sorry, 13.
13? He was
13.
beaten. Like fists. This other giant was beaten to death.
No club or anything.
No, no club. It looks like
hand beaten to death.
Like he's got a bruised eye on one side, and then the other one is fully caved in and it seems to have been the finishing blow. That combined with the fact that his head seems to have struck a nearby rock at a very high
velocity. Looks like he got a couple hits he couldn't handle.
It doesn't look like they slowly beat this giant to death. It looked like they quickly beat him to death.
No, it doesn't look like it took long. He looks like he's been bruised before that, because it looks like they've been rough and tumble the whole way up. But as I said to Evalina, it seems that one of the giants told them to shut the fuck up and get on track in a very pointed way. Because from that point on, as you guys carry up the mountain, you do not notice signs of tomfoolery anymore. It seems that while their footprints are still heavy and easy to follow, that they are moving in a more military gait and way. You guys also have picked up the less obvious signs of the gnoll tracks that also are moving up the mountain with this gnoll bunch. Or with this giant bunch. In fact, the joke about not bringing food, it looks like a few hunks of giant had in fact been taken out as a to-go snack.
It appears this giant was quickly beaten to death. There is some discourse by the scenes. Also, if you look here and here, I assume the gnolls took food for the road.
The ice giant is the problem. That will be who is in charge.
I nod.
Our best plan of action, if we do end up fighting them, is take out the head, or we could do several smaller attacks, targeting certain giants when they go off the path, or I can lie to the gnolls and get them to join our side.
Let's keep moving.
I do not think that I need to lie to the gnolls if they're who I be thinking they are. And also, if I say my piece, I don't think you'll be able to get them to do much of what you wanted.
If only we could just set fire to a tavern and let that solve the problem.
It is true. If I had some sort of lackeys that would be willing to do my dirty work for me, it would be much easier. Are we done?
Fuck. I love their relationship.
I just keep moving. They have an easy to follow path. They're gonna.
Yeah, we just keep moving.
What they're doing.
Yeah.
Just
hang on.
rolling along.
I did say I checked his pockets.
He did say he checked his pockets.
Let's see. Hill giants tend to have a handful of berries, maybe some toe jam.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
Pocket full of Jello?
Man.
Is it a pocket full of sunshine?
No, I'm just upset, because, 5th edition sucks, guys.
Yes.
Is this...
Wait. Yeah, no, 5th edition sucks. Fuck this. Hold on. Everybody pause. Fuck.
Is this a pocket full of spaghetti? What is...
Is it his mother's?
Is this spaghetti in a sandwich bag?
This is, the biggest protest that I've ever levied. And Katie will back me. 3rd edition for life. I'm going to go pull up Giants in 3rd edition, because Giants in 3rd edition had a fucking stat block for their giant sack.
What?
They did. It was great.
Fucking.
Where's the giant sack?
Happy brag?
3rd edition was great.
All right, Mitch, can you roll me a D%, please? 5th edition failed me. Fuck 5th edition. Giants bags. Most giants carry big leather shoulder sacks to hold their personal possessions. It is a common myth that giants' bags are stuffed with gold. In truth, they usually hold a few battered and smelly personal items. So what'd you get?
Guys, what's a 0-0? That's 0?
That's 100.
That's 100.
That's 100. You get everything
I got
in
a
this
0-0
bag.
and a 4.
Oh, I thought you had 0,
So
0,
big
0.
surprise.
Just 4.
On a D%, I got
did get a 4.
Yo,
You're the worst.
That's the greatest Mitch you've ever rolled.
Hey, Mitch.
That was a
Out of
skill.
100.
That was a precision failure.
I'm gonna say that this is actually a precision win. If there was an amount of money that you spend on a pot, because I know you did discuss that with me about buying like a big old pot shield thing.
Yeah.
You did get a giant's bowl and spoon, and I will thus refund you your money and say that you are covered.
You got a pot now. That shit's big as a motherfucker.
You also have a giant spoon.
You know not to trust me with innocuous items. See, what Jay's trying to do here is Jay's not trying to refund me. He's trying to defund me so that later he doesn't have to come up with whatever crock of shit I come up with for a giant bowl and spoon.
Sure. Yeah,
And
that's fair.
I will
Don't
not
get me
give you
wrong.
that.
You're still using that giant spoon as a bludgeoning weapon. I just know it.
Yeah.
I assumed we didn't need the sled anymore.
Does Shillelagh work on it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, so you guys continue up the mountain. You do have a bowl and spoon. You're a bowl and spoon richer. Congratulations.
I load my thunderstruck bullet.
What's that?
Oh, it's the magic bullet I stole from that douchebag.
From
You
Liz.
know, the one that we gave to the church.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember that now, yes.
As we climb. Adaru's ideology here is to catch up with them as much as we can, and then try to take advantage of the fact that we are more agile than them, and try to cut ahead of them. You use their path to get close, and then try to cut around them and use our agility advantage.
Are you trying to take the high ground?
No. What he said, he's going to head him off at the pass.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself, guys.
I mean, don't throw yourself off a cliff or anything.
What Katie's saying is none shall pass.
I will end this recording here.
All right, you guys, as you move further up the mountain, there starts to be new activity. At one point, you find what appears to be several dead bears that were left carcasses on the mountain, skinned.
Fuck you, Jay.
Fucking rude.
As you guys
Those
all
are
start
friend-shaped.
they were friend-shaped, but they were also
apparently cloak-shaped.
They
They were also
skinned
warm. Yeah, as the weather is getting colder as you
Good.
go up the mountain,
They were cloak-shaped.
you realize that they have
Now they're ration-shaped.
appropriated some warmer clothing.
Just gonna add some rations here.
That won't be enough for all of them.
And you guys start to feel the bite of the cold winds as you guys climb higher and higher up the mountain.
I have
Snow
dark
starts
vision.
to
I don't.
settle in. That's not going to help.
No, the real that's the call. But we do have heavy winter clothing.
Yeah. What is the stats for
That might be
heavy
the
winter
single
clothing?
greatest joke you made for this entire second campaign so
I hate
far.
it. It's playing on something I already hate. So, what are the stats for winter clothes?
Cold weather
I know
clothing.
there's like
This
yeah.
outfit consists of a heavy fur cloak over layers of wool clothing, as well as fur-lined hat. Blah blah blah. As long as cold weather clothing remains dry, its wearer succeeds on saving throws against the effects of extreme cold.
just succeeds.
It's just an auto win as long as it's dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
And I've got magic boots.
So like it doesn't help with like the terrain or whatever, but we don't really get cold. We're not going to get exhaustion from it, that kind of thing.
Yeah. As far as the terrain goes, I am going to need rolls from everyone except Evalina and Reyes as they climb the mountain to see if you guys slow the rest of the other two down.
I'm so fucking quick. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
The real issue is going to be 9 and Adaru pulling the wagon or the sled. That's going to be the real issue.
Yeah. I mean, it's a combination of things. I think that 9 and Adaru are going to need to roll, unless Adaru's feat applies here. I know you have that fleet-footed feat.
As long as I sprint.
As long as I run ahead of y'all, bitches, I'm not slowed
Adaru
down.
waits until you're 100 feet a yard and then sprints it. And then just waits. Then when you're about 100 feet ahead, he sprints it.
I'll give you advantage for that feat on this roll.
What did you want?
I want an athletics check.
10.
Okay. You guys are losing a little bit of ground from 9's heavy feet slipping on the ice. As you guys are going up, it's slowing you down a little bit. Without being closer to your quarry, though, you're not sure how fast you are moving in relation to them.
25.
Though the bears were cold by the time you crossed them.
I will move ahead to be scouting. I won't be too far ahead.
I can't stealth, but I can come with you. I am just not a very sneaky person.
I am faster without you. Don't worry.
Outfit is too good to hide from anyone.
Reyes, before you go,
I'm gonna cast Longstrider on him and myself.
Sick.
Okay.
So I can like start keeping up with everybody, but also so he can still go and scout ahead.
You're having trouble with your footing, yes?
Yeah, it's not great.
Take off your clothes, 9. I need your boots, just your boots. You have metal feet, yes?
Yes?
Right, give me your boots.
I'm not wearing boots, Adara.
The clothing sets come with boots.
Oh, I mean, I don't know why I would wear them. I'm a robot.
That's fine. You have boots, yes? They gave you boots, yes? Aye?
That's boots, yeah.
And Adara just starts rifling through Nine's pack, looking for the boots that Nine's not wearing.
In there, I guess. I just put them in the bag.
9, you have a hammer, yes? You have hammer?
Yeah.
I need your hammer. And Adara starts digging through Nine's sack for her hammer. And Adara pulls out of his sack several caltrops. And he hammers them from the inside of her boots out. Because they will give her cleats.
It's not like...
And they won't hurt her.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll me a...
11.
Is it intelligence that we usually use for crafting?
10.
It's intelligence,
10.
typically used for crafting.
For me anyway, you've given me a specific artificer role, so...
I've been allowing you to use your magic, like...
Yeah, I have
Jay
a
earned
legit
hammer
artificing
gauntlet,
check.
Rolls an 11. Or rolls an
But
11.
Daru is
adds
doing
his
this.
intelligence
10.
bonus and gets a
Yeah.
10.
Yeah,
It's intelligence. Even with Ryan's role, it's still been intelligence.
Can I help him out since I kind of as he's
flashy
doing what
genius.
he's
so
doing?
many ways to help him out, yes.
Yeah, no,
fucking
as
tell
he's
me.
doing what he's doing, I figure it out.
Uh-huh.
I'm like
Like the third fucking hobnail, and you're like, oh.
I see what you're doing. Okay, let me help here.
Yeah, nine. If 9 takes over for him, yeah, it's very much within your ability to drive nails into your shoes in a way that works.
yeah, no,
I'll give you advantage on future checks to keep your
It's just
footing and balance.
the
in the
shoes.
snow.
Clampins?
18.
Crampons.
Crampins? Yeah,
Crampon.
those things. Effectively just making those for 9.
Crampons.
Yeah, 18 to help build the boots.
9 makes some crampons, and next time I ask you for a check involving keeping your footing or balance up here on the snow and ice, we'll give you advantage on that.
Cool. Thank you, Mitch.
Aye.
Reyes, you went on to scout ahead. How far ahead do you go?
I keep enough so that I know where they are, but if for some reason you could see them, it would be you probably wouldn't see me, or vice versa. If for some reason you could see me, you probably wouldn't see them.
So just out of eyesight, just around the bend. Roll me a stealth
Basically.
check and a perception check as you scout ahead.
Okay. Let's see. We're going to start with perception? No, we'll start with stealth. I'd rather... Fuck it. We'll do it in the order that it is. Unfortunate. Do I have advantage on stealth checks? Sure don't. Perception's a 19. Stealth was a nat 1. We can pass over that.
Wow,
alone.
that's the
Stop
third one
giving him
today.
story points. Stop
That's
helping
great.
Jay.
Thank you.
That's great for me.
Okay, so a nat 1 for your stealth. For a
I
total...
don't fuck with mountains.
I'll go ahead and ask this
In
question.
fairness, you
it's
don't
worth...
fuck with mountains.
For a total of, on your stealth?
11.
11? Okay, good to know. Alright. Reyes, you head up, and you guys start to leave behind the sort of forested area. The trees are becoming less and less common, and you guys start to enter this iced and cold. Snow is set into this part of the mountain. You've entered an area filled with mountain passes and small little cliffs that it looks like maybe an old river dried up heading down this mountain some time ago in warmer climes that has carved a pass through this mountain as it heads down. That means that you have two options, I'll go ahead and say. As you go through this area, do you try to stay on top of the cliff area, or do you stay in the pass that people would walk?
Oh, I definitely try to stay on top.
Okay.
For sure. High ground. Plus, I have this sniper rifle, so I'm trying to see things at 200 feet away at minimum. 400 if possible.
Okay. You see, from your vantage point up top, because you're high up and far away, you can't see down into the next valley. They snake and curve a lot. But you do see, right away, a group of 3 gnolls that seem to have set up on top of similar cliffs like yours, similar little spikes of rock and jutties, that are armed with bows and are definitely on patrol or watch. As the day starts to wane, there seems to be a camp up ahead. a few hundred yards away. And as you're like looking through your scope of your rifle, you realize that you may have made a terrible error, because it seems that the sunlight has flashed off of the scope of your rifle, and as you start to get a feel for what's ahead of you, you can't help but notice that there are arrows firing in your direction, sailing through the air.
Fuck.
Hey Tavern Goers! Thanks again for listening to Torchlit Tavern. Today's tale featured Mitchell Travis as Atheru, Jeffrey Lisk as Raysk, Ryan Santos as Number 9, Katie Mischief as Evalina Chopin, and Jameson Oxford as the Dungeon Master. Check the show notes to find where you can follow us on social media, or email us with any of your most pressing questions at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can also find our entertainers on the streets of twitch.tv/torchlittavern, yelling obscenities at passersby. If you enjoyed our tale, you can tip your storytellers as you leave the tavern, which you can do via patreon.com/torchlittavern, or at ko-fi.com/torchlittavern. Every little bit helps, and those who tip well and often can find themselves privy to an extra story or two, jokes, or maybe even a bit of hidden lore. Our story continues to grow all the time, and though we have no designs on a vast empire, your help is always appreciated.
Our theme music for this campaign was designed by the bard, Brett Eagleston. Get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com, or find links for all his projects by following Bread Eagles on Twitter. This episode was edited and produced by Jameson Oxford and Ryan Santos. Other music and sound effects are provided by Epidemic Sound with help from freesound.org.
And if you should find yourself surrounded by eager ears and attentive listeners, remember to tell good stories.
I'm just saying, as a player, I've killed a giant before. It was my own character, but I've done it.
You've not, actually.
You incapacitated a giant before?
Sure have.
You sent a giant to hell a couple times.
Did beat the fuck out of Magog.
Yeah.
Beat the fuck out of Magog.
Ironically, none of what you said is true. What you have done is defeated the god of giants.
Beat the shit off Magog's dick.
Yes, I'm sure you beat Magog's dick right off.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Fuck.